morning, it's Barbara. That's what I'm showing you up there. Those are going to go downstairs though, because those are Christmas ornaments. But I always have them up. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me. I have no coffee. I already drank my 2 coffees. I've been busy this morning. It's getting late. Happy Vlogmas, December 2nd. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous day here. And we've been busy this morning because Manny came. Manny is the Amish landscaper that my mother-in-law has been using for the past few years, who takes care of her place. And so he called her and said, did you want me to do your fall cleanup this year? And she said, I moved and you need to come do fall cleanup at my son's house. So Manny came. It's our first time meeting him. He was a lovely young man. He's Amish, so I didn't video him at all. But we took a tour around the house and told him what we wanted, and he's going to tell us how much it's going to cost. But the things that we're having him do are things that we wanted to have done or do ourselves have done for 20 years. Like, we have this space under the rhododendron in the front of our house that we really have always wanted to have a nice ground cover, but we haven't ever done it, and he's going to do that for us. So looking forward to that. But anyway, so we were, the dogs were going crazy, and but so Manny's going to let us know how much it'll cost and see what he can do for us. And so we're very excited. But that makes me a little bit late today. And we've been sitting around talking and, as you do with the people you live with. And so I'm a little bit late. I apologize. Yesterday, I did go to Produce Junction and I took some video. So I'll show you. Many poinsettias this year as they had last year, so I don't know. I bought 6 small ones. You saw them in the back of the car. They didn't spread out to be too much. They felt like not quite, enough. But Dennis had asked me to not buy too many, and which I told him that was a mistake. That now forget it. We're gonna, but I didn't buy too many. I bought a boxwood garland that I will be using for the greenery around the living room once we start decorating the living room. I like the boxwood because it doesn't shed the way the pine garland sheds. So I will have some, or rope or whatever you want to call it. So I will have some greenery. I bought those flowers with the idea, and I put them in with the glittery sticks that I bought from the florist. And made the arrangement, I think, a little nicer. It's not great. Here, I'll show you a picture of it. My only worry is that those are not dried flowers that I put in there. They are fresh flowers. Now, I didn't put any water in there, so I'm hoping they'll just dry in place and still look good. But when you walk into the room, you can tell that there's more plant material in my room than usual, and so I'm a little worried that it's going to affect my sinuses, but we'll see. So anyway, I will give you a little, just a little around the living room, and so you can see what I've done with poinsettias. I've just put a few poinsettias around, but it looks nice. It already, you know, and I always have the lights up. I don't take the lights down. So here you can look at my poinsettias. Dennis's mate. And then you can see the poinsettias and my new Christmas ornaments. That's the only reason they're here. And yesterday we walked the dogs. I took a little, I'll put that at the end. I took a little video of the Wagglebutt and her sister. So meanwhile, I have Advents for day number 2. Day number 2. So this is Benta from Arctic Crafts. This is the, I don't know if she called it the 12 Days of Christmas. I got the Advent that's 12. But I'm doing them all in the front of the month because I want more minis to decide what I want to do. So here you go. I haven't seen it. Ooh. Oh, Anna. And a candy. Thank you. That's beautiful. With my new setup here in my room, you're getting a better picture than I am because I'm backlit from the... Oh, that's very pretty. Very pretty. Thank you, Benta. Gorgeous. Yay. And day number 2 from Megan, Fort Knox. I can't get... She's so funny. This is Super Wash Merino, 85% merino and 12% Donegal tweed. Ooh. Oh, look at that beautiful color. Oh, Megan. Oh, I really like this color a lot. Ooh. How beautiful. And tweed is always fun. So, I gotta be careful to make sure this 2 stays around, and I'm not even in my regular spot. I will put that back in the bowl so that I have it for next year for someone, for Megan or for the granddaughters, who knows. I was gonna look for these. Oh, aren't you brilliant? Watercolor cards, because I want to do watercolor. I want to do some cards for Christmas. And she says, for your beautiful paintings. Aren't you sweet? Oh, I seriously almost stopped at Michael's yesterday because I was out and about, and to see if they had these, because so it's watercolor paper and it's in a card. Oh, perfect, and perfect timing, because I really do want, I mean, I'm not going to give everybody watercolor cards, but here's the envelopes and here's the cards. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Just what I needed. I literally thought about stopping at Michael's and saying yesterday, but I just didn't want to stop. Perfect, perfect, because I do want to send a few, or make a few cards. And I have been thinking about doing some Christmas cards and taking good scans of them and then printing them. Cold press watercolor paper. Perfect, perfect. Thank you, thank you. Gorgeous, brilliant, just what I needed. Perfect timing. Seriously, yesterday. I think she must be psychic. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Benta. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, love that green. Love the green. And I have made a decision. I know, hard to believe. But I wasn't happy. The more I thought about the Isabel Kramer shawl, which I really love, the more I realized it's way too big for an Advent shawl in terms of how much yarn it uses and everything. So I decided to do the Gingerbread House Advent shawl. It's designed for an Advent, and it has different stitches for each row. So this is giving me what I was looking for. I guess Gingerbread House must be, T Knit Designs. So this is kind of what I was looking for in the sweater. That I was thinking about doing that sweater that Rebecca did, but that one had color work, and and I'm just not sure I have the brain space for a sweater at the moment. So I thought this would be perfect. It's designed for an Advent, and it has all different stitches, and I thought, yes, exactly. So here it shows you how much. So day 1, you only use 5 grams, and it shows you how many grams you need for each day. Now, it says you need 20 gram minis, but you don't. I mean, days 23 and 24 use 19 grams, but every day before that uses a smaller amount because, of course, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the stripes are different sizes and things like that. So anyway, this is what I'm doing, kids. I'm doing the Gingerbread House Advent Shawl by T Knit Designs. And there's day 1. Didn't that knit up so gorgeous? I am so delighted with this. And I have some left. So I haven't started anything with the granddaughter's muscle burrow hats. Although I forgot to bring it up here. I'll put a picture here of the yarns I picked out for the girls, because Isabel's blue and Sam is purple. And so that's what I picked for them. But I started my Gingerbread House Advent Shawl. And I love how this yarn knit up. This is the yak from yesterday. So now the question is, I think that must be next. I think the green must be next. The green must be next. I think it'll be perfect next. Anyway, so I sat and knit this last night, and I enjoyed knitting it. And it's just right, because now, my next one is 4 grams. The next row is 4 grams, so I'll have more than half of this left, so that I can put it in my blanket, or I can put it in the girls' hats. And I can knit 4 grams even if I don't feel like knitting. So this is really, I think, I'm very happy with my choice. And I love that it has all the different stitch patterns, and I'm looking forward to trying those and putting things together. Now, I have 2 gorgeous 20 gram minis from Benta that so far I'm not putting in here, but I'm going to keep all the minis together, and I'm not going to use them in order. So if we get to the point where this pink, which is so gorgeous, look at those speckles, is next, then it's next. I'm not going to worry about when it came, which is why I'm front loading all the 12 days that I have from Benta, so that I have lots of choices when the time comes, because I want, I'm not necessarily interested in sort of a random color scheme in my shawl. I want it to look gorgeous and be, well, it's always going to look gorgeous. I mean, really. Oh, I'm so excited. So anyway, I'm going to put the green next, and that will be gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And we'll see where the pink fits in. The pink may fit in Sammy's hat, or both their hats. There's room for that. So those are my advents for today. Ugh, I can't believe how perfect this is, the watercolor cards, because I have to clean up the desk. And then I'm going to sit down and watch some Christmas card painting videos and paint some cards. And now I have the perfect cards to do. So I'll paint some cards, and then and then I'm going to scan them, and then I'll have Christmas cards to send out. They might not all be the originals. In fact, I may not even send originals. I may just send the, I don't know what to call them, reproductions. The reproductions. That's what I mean. Anyway, please, please, I hope you're taking good care of yourselves and that you are well. I enjoyed doing my knitting. I watched Vlogmases. I watched Christy's Flossmas. And I watched Leslie's Vlogmas. And I watched Aquila's Vlogmas. And I watched Karen's Vlogmas. And I watched Susie's Vlogmas. And I watched Rebecca's Vlogmas. So I was sitting there watching Vlogmases last night, getting organized, and knitting, and it was so nice. So thank you for keeping me company, and I'm sure there are other Vlogmases I'm going to come upon, and want to encourage Vlogmases because, you know, 'tis the season. So, and and when I was done with the Vlogmases, I put on the Christmas music on my TV. So there you go. I think Aura and I will not be listening to easy listening. We'll be listening to Christmas music tonight while we're doing our thing. So there you go. All right. I got to edit this because it's Vlogmas. So I got to go. I'm making biscotti today, so maybe I'll take a little video of me making biscotti. I don't expect to go out and about at all today, so that'll be it, a little, you know, making the house smell good, because the cooking the biscotti makes the house smell really good, because not only do you bake it twice, but then we dehydrate it to get that really good crunch, and that just sends biscotti smells all through the house, which is really nice. So there you go. Yeah, things are getting organized around here too, and that's fun. We've taken care of a couple things for Aura to cancel things and, you know, whatever. And yeah, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. I'm excited about my advent shawl, and who knows, I could start those granddaughter hats. Could happen, maybe not. I'm making no promises, but I will be making biscotti, and I will be doing at least one more stripe on my shawl. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please stay sane. What do I usually say? Stay sane, stay safe. Oh dear, do I have to cut that out? Stay safe and stay sane. And happy Vlogmas. There's our girls. Sit. Oh, good girl, Maisie. Yes. Wait. You can push the button. Because I'm making content. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous, clear blue sky. Beautiful day for a walk in the park. Right, girls? Fun to sniff sticks. But there's not hardly anybody in here. There are only 2 cars in the parking lot, and I don't see anybody. So, not much activity for you to watch.